Welcome, everyone. We're just going to get ourselves into a meditative mood, and then we'll do our little bit of chit-chat before we get right into it. But just for now, we're going to play 3 mantras, which we generally try to play to start the session. And just sitting with your hands open on your lap, just try to take your attention inside and see how you're feeling. And close your eyes if you like.
त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for coming, joining us in person, and thank you very much also for coming and joining us online. I hope you're feeling a little bit more inside yourself.
And settled.
A little bit settled, and a little bit you can have your attention on yourself and not be thinking about what's happened in the day or what's got to happen later tonight when you cook dinner.
That's for later.
So this is Gulshan.
Yes, hi.
And I'm Lynn. So what we want to do is have a couple of meditations, obviously, and contemplate what we are. So when we go through what's called self-realization, which many of you have already done and we'll do again tonight, we come to a point where we say, I am the spirit. So what does that mean exactly? Gulshan, what do you feel when we say we are the spirit?
Well, spirit is something that's quite not very prevalent in current society. It's not very fashionable to talk about the spirit, to yearn for the spirit.
That's right. You can't buy it in the shops.
Yes.
It's not available in the mall.
So this is a really lovely quality that everyone is born within. We all have it within us, except some of us have a few clouds covering it, and we're not able to feel the presence of the spirit.
And also it's that yearning you have for something, but you don't know what it is.
Yes.
But then when you get it, you think, oh, that's what it is. I want that. I want more of it. So for those of you who've already tried Sahaja Yoga meditation, you get a little look at it. And the thing is, it doesn't stop there with trying once to get connected to your spirit. And it's, as we keep saying each week, it's a feeling thing.
Yes.
It's not a thinking thing.
And it's constant. It's solid. It's gentle, and it's constant source of quiet joy.
That's a good point
within
you
us.
make, that it's constant. And the thing that's not constant is us.
Or our emotions, our reactions.
We're always on a journey somewhere. So
that's right. And spirit also within us, it's a very gentle quality that the only way I can describe it is perhaps when you hold your baby, a tiny baby, could be a grandchild or a child, or when you smell the fragrance of the flowers and you feel good.
Roses.
Yes. So that's just a tiny little example of what.
And really on the deeper meaning of it all, on PC perhaps, meaning is that it's a bit of God in us.
Absolutely.
And I mean, we didn't make this world. We've made a lot of material things out of dead things, but we haven't made this world. Somebody has.
That's the little spark within us.
This is the little connection that we're trying to get back to.
Yeah.
We've got a nice talk, an excerpt of a talk of Shri Mataji, who's the founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation that we've all learned nicely. And lots of lovely talks, but here's one where she kind of explains that self-realization and your spirit are really connected. So I might try and share that with everyone first, and then we'll get into our meditation. That'll get us even more in the mood. Bear with me while I do technological wonders. Okay, so I also want to make it available for everyone here. And I'll make it big, and I'll turn on the TV, and by some miracle,
it will come.
Yep, here it comes. It's coming to you. Turn off our video. And
also, while Lynn's getting ready, could I just request everyone online, if you can take your shoes off, just helps us to feel
the earth, Mother Nature.
Through our feet, yes.
All right, here we go.
I bow to all the seekers of truth. As I told you yesterday, that truth is what it is. We cannot transform it, we cannot change it, and we cannot know it at human awareness. I never read scriptures, so I don't think I have to read them because I know them. But I was rereading the Quran and also the Bible from this science, Christian science thing. All other scriptures also. I mean, what they are saying is absolutely true, that you have to be righteous. You have to be above violence. You have to be detached. All these things are absolutely the same, no doubt. There's no change. In all these scriptures, they say the same thing. This was said about 8,000 years back by Sri Rama, then by Sri Krishna. Then it was said by Socrates, Lao Tse, Abraham. All of them have said the same thing. Then Muhammad Sahib said the same thing, Nanaka said the same thing. Now what's wrong? Still we find all these people are not what they are supposed to be. And it's admitted. And they give explanation for that. Like I was reading, the intellectuals from Islam, they said that Islam is very different from Muslims. But they must get educated. If they get educated in Islam, they'll be all right. I've seen many Islamic people who are very well educated. There's nothing of the kind. They are just like anybody else in any religion whatsoever. So what is the missing point? That we should find out. Why everything has failed. Also, I was reading your Archbishop here was saying that we are full of violence. We have child abuse, we have domestic violence. other violences. So much it has increased. Why? Despite all these teachings, all these sciences, everything, the Islam, the Buddhism, the Anatherism, there's no end to it, Jainism, all, and books after books and libraries full, saying the same thing. Then why is it that nobody has been able to establish that kind of a society which is being predicted and promised? The one thing they have missed is that you have to become yourself. You have to be born again. As in Sanskrit language, a person who is a realized soul is called as Dvijaha. Dvi means twice, Ja means born. And also a bird is called as a Dvijaha because it is first an egg and then it becomes a bird. So this is the point we have missed in all the religions. There's nothing wrong with the incarnations, nothing wrong with all the prophets and every one of them. What is wrong is that we human beings have not achieved what they said. And that's why whatever we mentally know, everything we know mentally, by heart, there are people I know who can recite Bible, recite Quran, recite Dhampad, everything they can recite. But nothing goes beyond that. It has to come to the heart. That's the spirit. Because we have not become the spirit. We cannot absorb it into our being. Our religion stays outside, we remain outside. It has no control over us because the self-control is only our ego that controls. But the self-control means the control of the spirit is not there. Unless and until you become the spirit, and the spirit comes into your attention when you are completely enlightened, then you just don't do wrong. You cannot think of these things. You become righteous automatically because you are in the light. Without the light, in the darkness, you cannot achieve that whatever is promised. You may be good in one thing, but in another thing you may be bad. You might be very good for some moral things, then you will be very bad in legal things. It will be not a perfect personality as being expected in those scriptures. The reason is the equipment within us is the spirit. And if we do not use that equipment with this mind, we will just have mental projections. And that is the problem of today's religions. There's nothing wrong with them. They are all just the same, saying the same thing, I am saying the same thing. The difference is, in Sahaja Yoga, we have been able to establish a society of people in about, I think, 62 countries we are working, but 52 countries have got very good centers. People who are absolutely moral. Absolutely. Christ was when he said such a subtle thing about morality, thou shalt not have adulterous eyes. Now, for a person not to have adulterous eyes is an impossibility in the West. The whole system, the whole culture has become adulterous. Now, Christ, I must say, the subtlest of subtle on morality, subtlest of subtle. And when he said that, he was expecting that kind of a society where the eyes become innocent, absolutely innocent. You'll be surprised in Sahaja Yoga, we have achieved that. Thousands of people, thousands and thousands, have got those innocent eyes.
So let's just go to the first part of what Shri Mataji was talking about, that we can find our spirit by our self-realization. So Gulshan, maybe you want to tell us a little bit about what it means, and then take us through maybe that realization.
Certainly. Can I request you to place that
the chart? Let me do that for you.
our viewers.
We've got one here for our people here, but
yeah. Okay, great. So what you see in front of you is a subtle system. We won't go through the detail of it, but just to say that this is very ancient knowledge, and people in the past would have to give up their families and go to the mountains to clear each chakra. So those energy circles that you see on the central channel, and those are our energy centers, and one would go and clear them one at a time, and it took a long time, and you had to be extremely patient and work your way through it. But that was only possible to very few people. So Shri Mataji changed this in 1970. She came and started this jet age of so-called awareness, higher awareness, where you can receive your realization straight away. And then you see those chakras on the chart, those energy centers, which each one has a special quality within it. And we work on those chakras, we clear them and nourish them and strengthen them. And also the blue line is to do with the past, our memories, our feelings, emotions. Some of us have a very strong blue line, some of us have a very strong yellow line. When it's a good, strong yellow line, you're competent, you're confident, and you bring the crowd together with you. When it goes wrong, when it's extreme, the yellow line makes us rather unpleasant to be around. People
Bossy.
quietly, yes, we become quite dominating. So those are the two extremes of a personality. And Shri Mataji wanted us to be in the center, in balance, so that you're active, you're doing things, but you still love, you're empathetic to your.
And do you think you
fellow
only
beings.
feel your spirit and that silence if you're in the center?
When you're in balance.
When you're in balance.
Yeah. So that's the beauty of being in balance, is you connect to the spirit, and that is a beautiful
It's
feeling.
good to know that, when we do or say something or behave in a way that we don't like, it's just imbalance, and it doesn't mean we're that kind of person. So we're not locked into someone saying, oh, she's a very bossy person. We're not bossy forever. If we get in balance,
you could come away from the
Exactly,
bossiness.
exactly.
Yes. And that is where, again, Sahaja Yoga steps in, where it reforms our personalities.
And we don't have to feel guilty about anything, because we're not
Yes.
actually permanently that.
Yeah. And there
which is
is
a wonderful thing.
easy ways to do it. But let's get on with our realization first, which is a jump in mankind, completely free of cost. Shri Mataji traveled the world giving this to mankind. So for people online, if this is your first time, please take your shoes off to allow us contact with the earth. And we will use our right hand, which is the hand of action, placing it on various parts of the body.
Shall I try to show you that
the affirmation charts? That's
there
right.
we go.
So that's the chart of affirmations. We will place our hands on various parts of the body, on and only on the left hand side with our right hand. Okay, everyone's ready here. Grateful if you could close your eyes, bring your attention inside. It doesn't take too long, so just close your eyes to not get distracted. It just makes it a lot easier. So close your eyes, place our right hand on our left heart. And of course, the affirmation chart is visible to our viewers online. If you get lost, just open your eyes and have a look and see where we are. But I'll guide you through as well, all the same. Hand on our heart. And we are going to address our questions to the mothering energy within us, the Kundalini, which is our mother within us, waiting to be awakened. So we ask ourselves a rather basic question: who am I, and what is my purpose on this earth? We're all created on this beautiful planet, with beautiful surroundings around us. Surely there's a plan for mankind, and it would be good to know what it is. And just move your hand from your heart, under the heart, on the rib cage, lower part of the rib cage. And here we ask ourselves another question: am I my own teacher? Am I my own master? Or do I rely on my peers or social media for advice on what to think about? Again, on the left-hand side, just bring your hand down to where the leg meets the body. So just place your right hand in the crease. Nice, good connection. And here we are going to, with all our heart, request for pure knowledge within us. So we ask Mother Kundalini, please awaken the pure knowledge within me. Please give me the pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. Mother Kundalini, please give me the pure knowledge. And the knowledge that we are asking is to feel the connection with this special energy within us and to feel the spirit within us. Again, on the left-hand side, just bring your hand up to the lower part of the rib cage, under the heart, on the left-hand side. And here we are going to affirm a few times. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own teacher. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own master. So it is this special energy, mothering energy, loving energy within us that guides us and tells us how far to go, when to pull back, if things are not going to be beneficial to us, to step away from it. So we don't need to rely on peers for everything, our thoughts, our views, but we know it within ourselves. So just say a few times, affirm this quality, Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am my own teacher. Mother Kundalini, I am my own master. Now we bring our hand back onto our heart. This is where we started our journey. We're going to affirm a few times here. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the Spirit. As I mentioned earlier, the Spirit is a very quiet, constant, steady source of joy within us. It is not the extremes of feeling very happy and then feeling very sad. It is very still, very steady, constant joy within us. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the Spirit. Mother Kundalini, by your grace, I am the Spirit. I'm not this body, my mind, my thoughts, my fears, all my worries. We let go of them. Please let me feel the Spirit within me. Please awaken the Spirit within me. And I am the Spirit. Place our right hand on the left-hand side of your neck. So as you do that, just move your head towards your right shoulder. And this allows good access to place your hand around your neck. Here, we are going to stop feeling guilty. So we say a few times, I am not guilty. I am not guilty. I am not guilty. Mother Kundalini, I am not guilty. Some of us, whether it's a personality or our upbringing, we tend to feel quite guilty, so time to let go of the guilt. And please place your hand on your forehead. And as you do that, just cradle your head into your hand. You can apply a little bit of pressure with your fingertips and the palm of your hand to the sides of your forehead. Here we are going to develop the quality of forgiveness within us. And it is as easy as by saying, I forgive everyone. And you can address this to the mothering energy within you or Shri Mataji. Just say a few times, I forgive everyone. Shri Mataji, I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. So you don't have to think of people in particular who's done harm to you. Just have to step away from that harm's way by forgiving everyone. I forgive everyone. I forgive everyone. And now we place the hand at the back of our head. And as you do that, just tip your head up towards the sky. And here we forgive ourselves. Mother Kundalini, for all the mistakes that I have committed in the past, knowingly or unknowingly, please forgive me. And I forgive myself. And for the last and the most important one, stretch your right hand. Place the palm of your right hand on top of your head, the soft part, which is called the fontanelle, where the fountain of our mothering energy rises through us. So place your right palm, good contact, and you could just lower your head a bit forward, and we're going to move our scalp with a hand in a clockwise direction. So the movement is starting from your left, forward to the right and back, left, forward, right and back. Let's do that 7 times, nice and slow, nice and firm. And here, please ask for your self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please give me my self-realization. And for those of us who've done this before, we can just say, Mother Kundalini, please strengthen my self-realization. Mother Kundalini, please strengthen my self-realization. Keeping your eyes closed, keep your attention where your hand is right now, on your head or on top of your head. Watch that space and just slowly bring your right hand back on the lap. So our eyes are closed, our hands are on our lap, palms up, but our attention is on top of our head. Just very slowly open your eyes and see if your mind is silent and you're not thinking. That is the first step of being in meditation, where we're aware of our surroundings, we can see what's ahead of us, but we are in a state of quietness within our head. And at the same time, if you feel very gentle, cool breeze on the palms of your hand, that is the proof that the Kundalini has risen and come through. And there are other ways. There is another way, which perhaps after the clearing, we'll get people to check on their heads.
Yeah, let's. You mentioned clearing, Gulshan, and it's a very simple thing to bring ourselves back from being either in the future or in the past. And rather than thinking about it or having a mental exercise, we use our hands or we say affirmations to ourselves just to bring ourselves to the present, really. And it's simple, very simple. Many of you have done it before. Let's just clear any obstructions or things that keep taking us to the past. So we'll do that with our hands by dropping our right hand down towards the Mother Earth. I'll just unshare affirmations now, because we've done that. Here we are. So this hand is
yes, down.
we're opposite.
Yes.
So we've got our hand down towards
the
Mother Earth. We can continue with our eyes closed. So we're asking our Mother Kundalini, our spirit, to please clear away any habits of the past, habitual thoughts. And we're asking Mother Kundalini, please make me stronger than all my memories and let me be in the present. Please absorb any of those catchy things from the past that keep dragging me away from my present. Let me be in the present. So that will automatically happen, and just allow your attention to be up where your hand was on top of your head, that fontanelle bone area. So as those habits of thinking of the past drop out, we'll be able to keep our attention more on that spot above our brain, above the thinking. Mother Earth, please absorb any emotions, any feelings that make me lethargic, tired, sad. So these elements become very powerful for us when we're connected to our spirit. So the earth will suck away any of those watery emotions, keeping us in the past. Now let's put attention to our right side, our futuristic thinking side. Bringing that right hand up on our lap, just bend the left one at the elbow, keeping it comfortably resting against your body, and your hand is facing behind you. We're asking Mother Kundalini to please absorb any heat from too much thinking we've had to do during the day, any thoughts of the future that we keep spinning out on, and please bring me back to the present. So we're really desiring from our heart to feel the present moment. No matter how urgent those thoughts are, we can think them later. So try not to engage in the thoughts when they pop up. And bringing that hand down. Just rub the two hands together and then just see how they're both feeling. If they're feeling even, starting to feel a gentle coolness in the center of your hands. There's another little trick we can do as well, which is so the end point of the ego and the superego the end point of our right side of the future and thinking and the action side, and the end point of our left side of emotionalism in the past come as an ego and a superego in our head, and they press down and stop our kundalini from getting through there. So just a little trick we can do, which is those two things, the brain crosses over, so our left side is on the right and the right's on the left. So mimicking that, we'll cross our two hands and just squeeze that ego and superego and push them down through our two left and right channels into the earth. Let's do it again. Just a little something to try and free our brain of the left and right side. One more time. Squeezing the ego and superego and sweeping down our left and right channel and just dusting our hands off into the Mother Earth. Now let's just see how we're feeling. The two hands open on our lap. Use that right hand and just with a little cup, try to trace the central channel from the base of the spine up to the top of your head, touching on that top chakra where we're aiming to be. Let's do that again. So you've got a little cupped hand, bringing it up through the central channel, touching on the Sahasrara. That top chakra is called the Sahasrara. And let's just try and feel that energy, the kundalini, now flowing through the top of our head. So anytime you feel your attention wander in the next few minutes, you can again just raise up the energy through the central channel, touching on that 1,000-petaled lotus on the top of our head, and then bring the two hands down. So try to keep your attention up there at that 1,000-petaled lotus. Do keep breathing. And every out-breath, just let your attention go further up on top of your head. I'll just play a little music for us, and we'll try to go nicely silent in our meditation. I am sharing it very soon. Just staying in our meditative mood. Just keep your eyes closed for a few more minutes. And we'll just try a few affirmations. Let's just establish our relationship with our spirit, with our Mother Kundalini, and that all-pervading energy of divine that's looking after us at every moment, as soon as we can put our attention there. So let's just affirm that I'm not this body, I'm not this mind, I'm not these emotions or these plans that I have for the future. I am the pure spirit. Anything you can identify about yourself that you're not, just say that. And say what you are. I am the pure spirit. Mother Kundalini, please take me into the Sahasrara chakra, the 1,000-petaled lotus. Let me feel the silence of pure meditation. So really desiring from your heart to connect with your spirit, your true self. And just slowly opening your eyes. We'll try to maintain that feeling, that state of being for as long as possible. And how we'll finish our meditation is expressing our desire to keep that state by raising our Kundalini, which many of you have done. If you haven't done it, you can just follow along and hopefully you'll be able to see what we're doing. We're raising our Kundalini with our hands. It's the short form of realization that we did. So our left hand will raise up and our right hand will wind around it like this. So we'll go up from the base of the spine to our center, up on top of our head, and we'll tie a knot. One knot for one channel, the second one, 2 knots, the second channel, 3 knots when we get to the top of this third one, third channel, 3 knots. We really want to keep our attention up there. And then with those lovely vibrations that you might be feeling by now, our right hand will make a bandhan, which is going over and back. Now it's like a nice little horseshoe rainbow over our body, 7 times over and back. So that's 1 for each of our chakras. Now, anyone online on Zoom in particular, if you have any questions or anything you want to share, I think we have got one question there, which we'll try to answer. By Mother Earth, what do you mean? When placing the hand down towards Mother Earth. So when you have your realization, all of the elements start to work for you. And literally, the Mother Earth, Mother Nature is working for us. So when we're putting our hand down to clear our left side, it's towards Mother Earth. So the mother is coming in there a lot. So I'm not sure if that's answered the question for you, Michael, please feel free for more further clarification. Anything you can add towards
I think
that?
you've added
That's
pretty well.
yeah.
She's magnetic.
Oh yes, the Earth is
yes.
magnetic. Yes,
So
sucks
she
away.
Sucks away. All
Sucks
our-
away. Yeah, that's a good
our
point,
imbalances.
Philip.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
Ah, we've got a cheering squad outside. They don't realise they're cheering for us, but they are. Oh, yes. So it's not the root chakra as such. So by the root chakra, you mean the first, the Muladhara chakra.
The first one.
The Earth does clear that center. So if you are finding you need to be stabilized and you need the support of the root chakra, the Mother Earth definitely helps that center. So, you know, walking barefoot, even out on the grass, sitting on the grass also helps. So the Mother Earth is a quality of that root chakra as opposed to just being the root chakra. If that makes sense, Michael?
Thank you for joining too, Michael.
Yeah, and asking questions. We do like a question.
Yeah.
If anyone else has one, just make one up even if you don't have one.
Yeah.
No, I hope you all enjoyed. I have felt a nice meditation tonight.
And if our viewers are able to practice a little bit every day in the morning, if possible, or in the evening, that
Or
would be
both,
really good.
morning and evening.
Yes, that's even better.
And there's, as you go along, you will note in the messages we send out, talk about foot soaking. We have tried to have foot soaking here, but we haven't got to that yet. But we'll post some little videos on the WhatsApp group to explain it. And we do hope to get to foot soaking with you here online at some point in the future.
Yes.
What's that? Can it be considered that the root chakra extends down into the earth? What do you think?
Well, you could say the Kundalini extends into the earth.
Yes.
There's the magnetic, the Mother Earth has a very strong power, magnetic power, but the root chakra is the base within our soul, and it's not part of the Mother Earth.
Although
But
there are
elements
of the Mother Earth,
Yeah.
and also we've got those representations that have spontaneously come out of the earth, like Ayers Rock, Uluru, represents the root chakra. And different countries are felt to be different chakras as well. So that could open a whole other discussion. Oh, yeah, we haven't got the unmuting on just because, but we certainly could unmute you, Michael, if you would like. You can do whatever's most convenient for you. We, in general, put off the muting because sometimes people who hadn't meant to join the meditation have joined with other ideas of what's to be done. And we had quite a bit of disturbance. So we got the idea to turn off all of the participants' activities, but certainly, Michael, we can unmute you if you'd prefer to chat live. Up to you. But anyway, we have got your messages now. I'll unmute you just in case. Oh, actually, you can unmute yourself, in fact, it seems.
It looks like I have to somehow agree to be unmuted.
Oh, okay.
Like you have to allow me to unmute, and then I have to unmute myself.
That's it. Does that make sense to you, Michael?
Yep.
About thanks for asking.
It's just there's one the theta healing style meditation involves feeling as if the Kundalini or the chakra extends down into the earth, and I'm wondering whether that's consistent with your view.
I'm not really familiar with that, but I don't know what would be the value of going into that.
Okay. Yes. Look, it also involves going up through the chakras and then expanding into the universe, going through the various levels or veils before getting to the divine energy realm. That's the practice as such.
Yeah, so what we want to do is allow it to happen rather than having a kind of mental projection of what it is. So it's taking out that mental idea.
And it did happen when we raise a hand. And
That is what
to the
we've
top of
done,
the
in
head.
fact.
That
gone
is
up.
exactly what we're doing. And it's quite easy and effortless.
Yes, and that's to have the experience of actually feeling the Kundalini as it emerges from the crown chakra, correct?
Correct.
That's right.
Yep.
Yes.
You got it. We got there.
Yes. I've done other practices involving that. The theta one is a bit different. It's more extended and not less less concentrated on the Kundalini, I suppose.
And the thing to recall or to keep in mind is that this is a collective experience. So, whilst we might want to swim and win the race, it's actually we're all swimming in it together. So it needs to be an experience we all can have. And the more of us who go there without thinking about it and feel it, the better it is for mankind. So that's the idea, that everybody can get that experience.
Rather than it simply being a technique, you mean, or a
Yeah.
learned thing.
It's about feeling it. It's experiencing rather than reading about it and talking about it. It's
And even
all about feeling.
having the labels and the names of it
Mm-hmm.
there's Sanskrit terminology and there's different things around.
So it's about feeling it on your palms and on top of your head and also within yourself. You feel the peace and the quiet. It's all about feeling it, because that's what you in the end remember and hold on to, what you felt within yourself rather than reading something.
But it's good that you've learnt about that. A lot of this stuff, Michael, and it kind of resonates with you, I guess, more when you have an understanding of the concept. So good job.
Yeah, I think anything that is effective is what resonates with me. If it works, it's great. If it doesn't appear to do anything, it's like, oh well, move on.
Exactly.
So for that reason, I found the theta healing style technique was effective, and I'm wondering how it integrates into other practices.
We don't do the healing in Sahaja Yoga. It's more to develop the energy within yourself. So you become your own master and you feel it within yourself and on your hands. And
you identify what your condition is and what your state of your spiritual evolution is, and allow that to expand. Anyway, we'll keep working on it.
Yes.
Proof of the pudding is in the eating.
And feeling.
And the feeling.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Right. Until next time.
Until next time, exactly. Thank you all so much for joining. And it was a lovely meditation with you all. We'll look forward to the next time. So we'll say goodnight and maybe leave you with a little bit of music, hopefully. Do we have this one again?
Yeah, it's very nice.
We'll have it with the blue sky as well. Oops, I have to put it back to the beginning. Here we go.
What is the correct AGLC citation?
Good night, everyone. Thanks for
Or
joining.